Alrighty, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy 16 The Let's Play. Last time we had quite the exciting events happen. We fought Titan, revived for it. We had that crazy, almost like they had the summon fight where you're like the clashing with each other, and it was never ending. There was even that Sonic section. I call it Sonic section, just running through this whole area, dodging rocks and running around at the speed of light. It was kind of funny. It was something I didn't expect, to be fair. And then we got hit with the slowdown, with the brakes from the game that keeps doing this quite often, which is a concern for me. I will be honest with you. I like some of the side quests. The side quests are setting up for a war in that little town with the dude who helps other bearers and stuff like that. But then, like, that was such a hidden side quest, and like, well, hidden, quote unquote hidden, but like, and nothing's come from it, and I'm just like, what's going on with that? And some of them are just meaningless, and I just kind of feel like they slowed and put the brakes on for no reason. Now I know side quests are optional, right? But even then, the main quest, is like, it's the whole building a ship for mid. It's nice, but it's not. They are side quests. Why is side quests in the main quest? I understand they're slowing things down, but they're slowing things down and they're going backwards, like putting the reverse on, like, and I feel like that's kind of like, you know. Oh, they're eating the bread.
Look what the curse breakers brought back from Dalmekia.
So this happens over side quests.
Looks sort of funny if you ask me.
So this bread was a result of a side quest that we made from the Dalamil, where the guy made his own bread. So there's that.
I'll be down.
How's it going, Tendy? How's it going, Mushroom?
Have you had one before?
Something smells good. What are we having?
This is a random conversation. You should talk to everybody in the base.
Bombs! And they are good. You should try one.
Hey? The bloody great hole in it. Who ate the rest?
It's supposed to be hollow, silly. Haven't you ever seen Drake's Fang?
They could put like a filler in there. I've been on a trip with the mums. It's gonna be really quiet for a week for you. That's like, it's gonna be pizza a week then, isn't it?
The nobleman who visited. Was that really Sid's uncle? Ugh, I'm
You, Mushroom, have a quiet week? That's unheard of, man.
A seed of ingenuity sown in a fertile mind.
Do you know what a quiet week is? Anyway, I lost track because they were talking, but like, I feel like this game is starting to wear off a bit. It's like the game hits you with this honeymoon phase almost at the start of the game. It's so fun, really, at the start of the game, and then it stops. It slows itself down pretty quickly, and then it goes really fast paced again. The story is literally carrying the game. I feel like by the end of the game, as much as fun the game, the fighting mechanics are, it's gonna get to the point where I'm like, okay, but I'm kind of done now. Like, it's like the same thing over and over. Doesn't matter how many icons you give me. But that's my concern so far. I feel like it's gonna get repetitive very quickly. Which means that it doesn't have much replayability of the game.
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
Look, her
Suppose
eyes.
these happen differences, Rosalith.
She's got unique eyes.
Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Oh no, she's
Instead
not
of
green.
everything.
There's
you
brown
mean?
and blue eyes. Oh wait,
Perhaps.
it's not a blue eye. It's either a fake eye or she's blind in the eye. Either or.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, that you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass.
That
Is
what?
there something else weighing on your mind?
Cuirass.
Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
I'm gonna cure your.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you've got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade.
You have the best
Metal
spot on
itself
Twitch.
wasn't anything to write home about.
Did you just
but
compliment
fuck
Mushybot?
me, the edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you.
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking.
Well,
how
that
do you
might
get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
Oh, here we go. We're gonna run around and talk to people for a side quest. Yay. Back
You're
to
looking
Karen.
well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, and he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warn.
Great. Now let's get all of the bits of it out here done. Yeah, the bounties are cool, but I do wish that they were replayable. You know, in Final Fantasy 13, you could just reactivate and refight them anytime you want. It's weird that you can't. For me,
Osman, I need to ask you about Torgal.
I feel like you've missed the mark here.
Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite. Which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are
Did they rhyme that on purpose? He might be right, but not about his appetite.
instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frostwolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frostwolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute...
Don't worry, the game will get exciting.
Some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so.
Good hunting.
Yay! We're doing something exciting, are we? I think. Better now than later, I guess. Alright, there's another quest up there. He's a quest, and then like... Oh! Did I not complete a section of the story? There's no new weapon to me?
Back, are ya? You ever wonder where the hell carried that blade? The edge? Not saying Fordian, do you? Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it. And?
Oh, I can't make diamond weapon.
Clive? What do you want?
I need a white worm bone.
And?
But that's on a bounty that's not even available.
I went up to give some greens to the chocolate.
So why is it apparently available? Honestly, why would they put something that's not available in the game available in the blacksmith? It doesn't make any sense. And I'll probably do some story and get a better weapon than that anyway. I don't really understand the design. I feel like they put no thought into that. I feel like absolutely no thought has gone into life outside of the combat in this game and the main story. Like, the further and the more I play of it, the more I get frustrated with this game in terms of the play style.
Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bung in a solution you want splitting, and it'll separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid.
I feel like the game is just...
And that's where I was hoping
there's something that's not sitting with me.
help me out.
It's just kind of...
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like.
Proper.
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
I don't care anymore.
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the universities. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a
It is cool that the
stream.
side quests are
So,
affect like
I
the
did a bit
home
of reading
area.
about where I might
Like
be able to-
you,
and do you know what I
they were
found
eating
out?
the bread from the
It's
side quests
only
that
the
I
blooming
did,
wings
and
of a bomb
the
king.
bad dish and stuff as well. Like those things are kind of cool. But it's nice to have the continuity there. But
They leave them behind
you know.
when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
it's not exactly the most exciting gameplay.
If you, I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other. Would have gone myself, but well,
All right.
thank you.
Wait, on the hunt board, I've done it now. Oh, there's a new one, Bomb King, right? Oh, Poggers. At least you get a new hunt from it. I'll watch. I don't want to say the word Dick Drift, but what she doesn't have. What she don't have to do now that I spend money.
Mid might need some help.
Bro, 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 bro. Woo, 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 woo. About bomb sighting. Are you on the hunt for a pumpkin, Kubo? I have a ability that might interest you. The Croc at Sandbreak. Croc.
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh.
He's like, that's why I'm here. What?
Otto won't be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the Hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it may be my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle.
Just stare at him.
Zero, you might say.
Clive right now is
I
like,
can straighten it out, I swear, but it's going to take some time, and I'm going to need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
well, ain't that the irony? Look who just turned
So
up
let
out
me
of the
get
clear
this
blue
straight.
sky.
You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you
Oh!
thought this was a cunning plan.
Oh!
Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame.
All of them!
And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million
For what?
each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the Hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Well, the uncle gave us loads of money, bro. What about Byron's money? He gave us tons of money. I thought we were rich now.
Right.
Ain't no way.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough.
Hang on,
After the king's ransom we had off him.
here comes the. All right, we're gonna go do them all a favor now, so they forget about the
Deserves
5
badly
million
to see
gil
our
each
begging
thing.
bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
Good, you can go do this
Right.
quest then, yeah? Oh.
But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself.
Oh, here we go.
Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are.
But it wasn't a rock.
Something Sid and I set aside for
It was a rock.
when times got lean.
Oh,
And I reckon
no.
15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Here.
Should be me.
Yeah, you
making
5
the
million
rounds,
gil.
really.
Here's a rock.
But you know how
Take
is
it or
with this
leave it.
place. Always
I'm gonna
to
try
hide,
that one.
arses to
Hey,
white
you
and all that.
5 million gil is a
know.
rock. Take it or leave it.
Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Bye. See you later.
Don't
See you
worry.
never. Don't care.
I'm sure Karen will understand.
I'm sure she'll be ecstatic.
Do you think so?
Nope.
No, I don't.
I'm glad he paid along with her.
Clive! I'm sorry to drag you in. It's just I couldn't think.
Sign.
Anything catch your eye?
Well, at least there's no side
Seen
quests
enough?
in the rest of the game, you know. Anyway, let's go and do the exciting quests out in the world, shall we, guys? Let's go to here. Na 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 na. Slay Elder, Antelopes, and Cressia. Deliver the stars to Martha. Oh, well, I could do this at the same time. Martha. This is a pet rock worth 10 million, but you can get it. Shooby dooby doo dooby doo. Dooby 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 doo. Hey Martha, here's a rock.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I've got a rock for
I wasn't
you.
expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our
How does she get 5 million gil when she's running this little tavern? You know?
efforts.
Come on, bro.
And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
A star, Ruby? I can't accept this.
That's outrageous. How dare you try to give me a rock and palm off this? Out. Get out of here. Our partnership's over.
It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto.
He's scared.
Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you.
How did they get out of Sandbreck anyway?
Don't we all?
Who carried him
Doesn't hurt
out?
that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome.
There's something
neither.
wrong with that scene.
That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do.
Ah.
Suppose now I have to find someone who can actually afford a star, Ruby.
Got you baited. That's not my problem now. Peace. Enjoy your rock to look at forever. That's clever. We can't find a buyer, so we'll just give them a rock. They'll think it's worth a lot of money, and then you know, they'll just have to keep it as collectible. 5-head otter out here. Shooby dooby doo.
No, but wild beasts this end. All their twisted tail.
I got it under control, man. I'm not afraid of you. We're going back over there, bro. Well, maybe the doggo should have stayed at home if he's tired, you know?
You're finished.
It's just a rock painted in red glitter and paint. If If I was Martha, I'd be like, I've just been scammed. I'm certain I've been scammed by the people who've been helping the whole time. I come in peace. I come in peace. I come in peace.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place.
How's it going, Sid?
I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
That's side quest, bro. This is amazing, bro. So good, man. The experience of Final Fantasy 16, man. I wouldn't mind the side quests, but they really just intrude the whole game. Yeah, I saw you finished the game, man. GG. Yeah, GG for beating the game, Ted. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't obviously want to know anything. I don't want to know anything. But, you know. I like how the side quests affect things in the home and stuff, but... And the one side quest I want to do, the continuation of, has gone quiet. Which is the war one, but... Which I feel like should be in the main quest, not a side quest, but, you know. Hey. If this is how things are like in Final Fantasy 14, I can... Don't know why it's a success.
I say that answers my question.
Although, I'm not gonna lie,
laws
you
and
can
our
tell
things.
this is made by an MMO gamer. Because
Just a
these
big
are the
puppy,
signs
aren't
of
you?
side quests that you would expect from an MMO. You have the main quest and it's all really exciting, and the side quests are really like invasive and constantly there to content stall you on the game, and that's what MMOs and even gacha games do, content stall you.
A very big puppy.
So I feel like, and Final Fantasy 14 fans won't like me
You do
saying
know you
that,
can
but it's
take that
true.
with you,
It's
Torgal.
like that for all MMOs.
Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Jaw drop. I wish I could open the map with my tab button. Kind of. I don't know. It just would make sense. Or if I can press circle and I can just come out to this from the other menu. Yeah. I know. I'm clutching at straws. Right. Yep.
Torgal.
There you go.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
Fang is gone. The whole mother crystal gone. What are we gonna do?
Gone.
Calm yourself. Don't know for sure. It could have just been
Back again, are you? Any more trouble?
Yeah. You. Welcome. If you're hoping for a bed, I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere.
It's gonna be annoying. At least it's not super easy. Is it as bad as Defeat Your
My
Tail?
reputation will be ruined. Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself
Ignac, I heard Knick-Knack.
mischief.
Lord Knick-Knack.
Pardon the intrusion, but
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. As I leave my door wide open, get out!
Please,
Allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving
Don't tell me there's things like hard mode.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf
What
this
part of I
instant.
don't want to know? Do you
Very
not
good,
understand?
Lord Ignac. Would you mind?
I had a
stepping
feeling, but
outside
I'll
for a
cross that
moment?
bridge when I get to it. I don't want to know the mechanics of hard mode. I suspected there would be a hard mode.
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
It's okay. Don't worry.
No,
You're fine.
no.
You're fine.
That's just how
I don't want
his
to know the
lordship
mechanics,
is.
so don't say anything. I don't want to know
Though
the
the
mechanics.
morning's events have left him
All good, though.
somewhat fractious.
If
He's
you're
been
out of
dispossessed
curiosity,
his
sir,
luggage,
hang on,
you
I've got a
see.
question for you.
The thieves
got a
also
question
made
for you.
away with a
Just
considerable
let him talk.
amount of
I'll let the man
coin.
cook.
Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state
Yeah, no,
it.
that's okay.
You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I
I have a
know
bad
you
habit of
might
talking
find
over the
them.
dialogue.
The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamal is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
I like Clive's outfit. I like when he stopped wearing the Imperial outfit. Anyway. My question was, so, for you specifically actually, you were very apprehensive about this game after the demo. You were like unsure whether you were going to enjoy the game, story, whatnot, whatever. How do you feel now that you've finished it? It seems you were invested into it because you played it non-stop, and I don't know if it's just because you wanted to play it or if you felt like you needed to get through it, or like take the side quest out. Overall, do you feel did you enjoy the game? Did you enjoy your experience of Final Fantasy 16? Obviously, you know, yeah. That's what I was curious on. You know, did you enjoy your experience of Final Fantasy 16 in the end? Are you glad you played it, kind of thing?
Let's go.
I really can't understand why they didn't have the chocobo thing. I can understand where tediousness comes from. Because the gameplay gets... It starts to get repetitive. I feel like by the end, I'd feel like this game is repetitive. This is why they needed mechanics in the game, like more than just, you know... Oh, you can swing your sword and use icon abilities? Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like the game, when this game has highs, it hits really well. When it gets low, it hits really low. I feel like that's Square since like Crisis Core BBS era. I feel like every game they've delivered since then is like on that level. Apart from the remake, I guess. But again, the remake is a product of Final Fantasy 7. Not only can you not do it wrong,
Got company.
it's already done.
The bastard's head off.
How's it going, heroes? They all do, so this is a bigger game. That's a good combo. Do the shot lock thing and then Phoenix in. Titan! No, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, how's it going, heroes? Good to see you, man. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. You're having a good day, dude. It's not about the abilities and movesets. It's that there's just a lack of, like, look at the crafting materials. So that's not crafting material. Like silk, silk, and it's like there's only like 6 craftable items, craftable items to collect in the game. It's like there's a lot of lack of items in this game.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged.
It's odd.
All right. Let's get it back to Delamil.
It really is like they added RPG elements into the game at the end. Just to feel like the player's being rewarded with stuff that means nothing.
Here I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you?
I would have preferred there to be a variety of different items rather than the same
Glad to
things
make your
over and over and over.
acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that
So
all?
far, I still like the plot.
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell
Master
him about
Wyvern,
a
that's clever.
single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Wyvern was his
Oh,
bearer
a true
name.
work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they
I feel like the plot slows itself down because it's a video game. If this were like a movie, it would
They
work
use
very well.
whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine.
I think the story carries the
10,000
game,
licks with
to
the
be honest with you.
sharpening stone, then 10,000 more.
Like in a lot of games,
final
there's a I don't care about
A
this honestly.
mineral quite foreign.
Like there's
to
where
this
I've got to
great
these side
realm of
quests.
ours.
Like I don't care about
And
them.
that is the key. The secret ingredient.
Bro, do you stop talking? Oh, I don't know.
Wyvern, it
Maybe we're
occurs
just
to
getting.
me that my little lecture is
just
hardly
getting tedious
equal to
with this.
services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
I think they get hit.
There are
I think
many other
it's because
collectors out
yes,
there.
can't talk during this incessantly long cutscene, bro.
Too many to count. But
Why
only
is this longer than half the story cutscenes? What is this stuff? It's not even important.
one do I consider my
Oh, this is when you know it's been made by an MMO designer.
Lord Byron.
This is another reason why I
was
wouldn't play 14.
and is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Literally content stalling.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
Although these are better than the... If he had less fetchy quests.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern.
The thing is, there's so much backlash on this game, right? And people say Final Fantasy have side quests, so they put side quests in, and then people cry about there being side quests. So there's no win for Square. No matter what Square do, they'll never be able to make the game because it's not Final Fantasy 7. Like I said yesterday, Final Fantasy 7 gets its own set of rules, and every other game will never be as successful. It is what it is.
Coming, my lordship.
Like,
Be right
you just
there.
you go around in circles with it. Now the thing is, this is...
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
I don't really care about Byron and his whetstone anymore. It's things like building Mid's workshop could have been a story side quest. Like, there could have been a different color. You know how in 15 they're different color side quests? But they weren't like, they were just DLC ones. They could have like an orange side quest. Story. It's optional, but it builds on that character and it might have an effect on the plot. Some of these side quests are important, some of them not, but you don't know. I want to say important is that they have effect to the plot. They have effect to the world around that's going on, right? Like, for example, we did this baker's side quest and now the bread is available in the home, right? I keep calling it home because, I don't know, Final Fantasy's him. But like, I need to go to Isbel, don't I? It's like, the pacing, yeah, the pacing I agree is off. And that's because the start of the game hits you with story. Oh my god, this is crazy. You hit this almost like a honeymoon feel, like where it's like really good, really good, really good. And then you gotta like, it slows you down, and then it slows you down, and then it hits you with like Sid scene with like where you fight, where you go under Sambrek and Sid dies, and you're like, oh my god, and then it goes slow down, slow down, slow down. We're going too fast. And you content stall you for a little while. Then you go in again. Oh, Titan fight. We're doing the Sonic thing. It's really cool. And all the Titans switch side. Annabella's evil and all this stuff like. And then like, oh, Bahamut and Joshua with me. And then slow down. You would have finished the game if we not slowed you down. Let's make the main quest put in a bunch of side quests. Yeah, I can understand why people get annoyed at that. I find it frustrating. And then it makes the actual side quests. It deters you away from doing the actual side quest. If this section had no side quest, but just the main quest was like a glorified side quest, it wouldn't be so bad. But this section's frustrating because you got side quests followed by a main quest that has side quest fillers content on it, and it's like, what the hell? Feels like I'm ranting. It's just got frustrating. It's like,
Citizens are free.
I don't mind side quests. I just don't. This scale is just a bit silly.
Did you hear?
The more I play it, the more I feel like it's wearing off me on this game. I still think the game is fantastic, and I still feel like overall this game is a win, right? And better than 15 significantly, and better than base 13. I don't, 13-2 still, might hold better. But like, I don't know. But like, story-wise, it is carrying. The story when it hits still carries the game. I think. Let me give her Ruby Stone.
I come bearing gifts.
That's not a.
Whatever is the occasion.
I can't pay you 5 million gil, so here's a rock. Putting that to contrast, Devil May Cry, they've never had loads of enemy variety either. It's all combat. Although you're through, the combat is really fun. Yeah, but is Devil May Cry easy? It might well be, but does it reward you for losing at the game? This game does. Like, it's like this game has been made way too casual. Now, not saying that it's. And what I mean, like, I got nothing wrong with casual gamers and how you play games. It's up to you. It's more of the they have made it. people who want to play a game, there are still people on the challenge, and even people who play casually. It just means they have less time to play the game. It doesn't mean they want an easy game. And this conception that the gaming industry is allowed thinks that's what people want, an easy way of life. People still like a challenge in a game, even if they only have less time to play the game. But they completely missed the mark, and it's not just Square that are doing this these days.
Oh
Kind of,
my!
I've seen it in a few games. I've heard the same arguments for Diablo 4.
Really have outdone yourself.
Diablo 4, well, you know.
Otto asked me
And
to
these
give it to you
they're good to compare
to
because
settle the
they're
hideaway's
both
debt with the
ARPGs and they both
and
came out the
its
same month.
Compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
Different style games, obviously, but you know.
Disappoint me, Clive.
Oh,
I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Wait a minute.
Long ago. Yes.
Oh. I thought Sid was his son. I was like, no way.
When he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence.
You see, this is a good example of a side quest. Sorry to interrupt, but this is a good example of a side quest. We're getting in depth on a character that we know throughout the entire game. She's also a main character. We're hearing some backstory. I've said repeatedly, a Sid prequel DLC or game, well, prequel, there's DLC for this, is the only thing I can see as extra content for this game. Because you could do Sid's adventure and how he helped Isabel, how he met Otto, how he basically set things up for 16, how he, you know, life after he was a Lord Commander. There's so much that it's such a good story concept, and I just feel like that's the only way they make a DLC.
Have always been surrounded by friends
I don't think
desperate to help them.
Will, because
I'm beginning to see that.
There'd already be a 10 prequel if they were doing prequels.
Go will want to know the
They
stones
probably
were
compare
delivered.
prequels to Crisis Core,
Is he
which
still
I
with
don't
us?
think is a successful game. I don't even think it's overall a great game. I think it's a fun game, but what it is, that's about it. Right, I need to... Are we done here? Blackthorn, Charon, Hideaway. Right, I need to find the bomb. I need to find the croc. Am I making sense though when I say what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's the recipe is all over the place. Now, I don't know if it's because they just rush some things together at the end, or they just, I don't know. There are things that frustrate me more the more I play this game. And it shouldn't do that. It should make you want to keep playing the game, not, alright, I'm getting a bit fed up with it now. You know? Like, you don't start on a massive, like, the way the game starts. Just straight up, okay, we're gonna go backwards on that now. You know, like, it's a bad idea. Where the heck's the croc? And like this, the bounty system, not only can you not repeat fights, but like, you have to go and find it. Like, I gotta find it, but then I can't ever repeat that fight. Like, why? That means I can't do challenge runs or something after, like fight all the markers with level 1 weapons or whatnot, you know? Like I can't do any of that. Like literal restriction on the game. There is no the croc. What do you mean, game? Without using healing as a challenge, well, I did something like the Crisis Core. The point is, it's kind of like, I don't know. I think I've said everything I need to say on it. Bro, this is stupid. The old road. The Advent. Like, where's the list of like locations on here? How that would be so useful right now. A list of locations. I can just go like, oh, it's in this area. You're not gonna put it on the map. Give me a list of locations. Zoom a bit more. I'm zoomed in all the way, dude. I can't zoom in anymore. Oh, maybe it's down here. Maybe I haven't even unlocked it. Because, imagine, right? Yeah, I don't like that either. They should just given you a list, if you've found it already, of places that you can visit. Or just to, you know... I still think they should have showed on the map. And it still bothers me you can't replay these bounties. Like, you know in Final Fantasy 13 you had the hunt system, but you could replay the fight if you wanted to. It means if I wanted to challenge that fight again, I can. But you can't. I saw something really funny earlier on. That as I suspected, people are unhappy with the story, right? And that's fine, right? But some dude, he's put a story out there, like YouTube, like TikTok kind of story, right? Where he blames Nomura for this story. Nomura, who has nothing to do with this game. Isn't that hilarious? That people just blame him for everything. That's copium Final Fantasy fans right there. That's people who didn't like the remake 101. Even though I'm pretty sure he still worked on Final Fantasy 7. Just not in the role that he was in with like remake. He was a character designer, or like he worked. There's the croc. I found it. Yeah, places you haven't unlocked yet are very well hidden, like a bit more than they should be. Wow, that's exciting. It was like Square, ever since I made stories that made no sense and it's all Nomura's fault. Ever since Kingdom Hearts was conceived. I'm like, yes. Because Final Fantasy 7 is a story that makes sense, right? Because if people think Final Fantasy 7 base game makes sense. They didn't understand the game very well, did they? Now I know that's the croc up there, but I also want to check what Heaven's Call is. Why do I feel like there's going to be a bounty or a quest of it? Why can't I sprint? Hello? Sprint, 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 sprint. Again, that's another thing that annoys me. The sprint just goes off. Like, randomly. Unless said you figured it out. Is it only like in running areas? I don't get it. Why isn't there just a button where I trigger the sprint? Right, right. Makes more sense than 8. 8 is pretty straightforward until the end. 8's story is very straightforward until the very end, where that's not the way. The ending, I don't like the ending of 8. I'm like, whatever. Right, it's the bot though. Get your cat jam ready.
Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty.
No! It's a Witan! Oh. No, it's not the basketball thing. I mean, that's just, yeah. I'm talking about the end of the game. That's just a massive coincidence. It still kind of makes sense. That's still straightforward steroid storytelling. Because the garden fight that happens after it is fantastic. Everyone forgets the garden fight happens after that thing. Ow, bro! That's my move that I use when I used to use that. That would have taken the best song in the game. I won't even believe you. Coronation! The Lunar Cry, well, they actually explain the Lunar Cry pretty well, and that it's not the first time it happened, and how it happened the first time. It's just, you have to be interested in the game's lore to actually enjoy the part of the Lunar Cry. I could explain it now, but I'm not going to do it now. Only because we're playing Final Fantasy 16. But.
Your reign is over. This looks like the stuff.
Right. Side quests are done, guys. We did it. Wait, I think. Wait.
Let's see if there's any more.
We can finish up the side quest now. Story, pause jam. I can't wait to build the ship for mid. Oh, no, there will be a scene. Like, for example, there was that scene we had with Jill, which I really enjoyed. You know, there are some
more than this. He can fetch it himself.
Right. Story, pause jam. Da 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 da. I swear there's 2 songs in the battle themes that I really like, but I mix them up all